We are going to cover something for you. Okay, so we're going to cover something that's in a very important topic right here, right now, especially in the midst of this whole like virus thing. And some states are like, open up, and other states are nervous and scared, and they're like, no, leave everything closed. It's too soon. It's too. So there's still like this little bit of a little bit of chaos with it. And in the midst of all of this, there's some really successful real estate entrepreneurs that are right now in our program that are crushing it, and then there's other folks that I'm talking to that are calling us for help, that are asking like, hey, what works right now, because nothing works. And I want to talk about something that actually my wife and my son did, and this relates so much to your business. I don't care what kind of business it is. It doesn't have to be real estate. If you run any kind of business whatsoever, then this is an important topic for you, and it's called gratitude. So my wife and my son, they made this little, well, kind of big gratitude tree that you see behind you. And you know what? I'm going to let them explain what it is, but I'm going to tie it into real estate and why you should pay attention to this. Here's why. Okay. So my wife, Jennifer, my son, Bianco, say hello.
Hi.
Jennifer.
Hi.
Okay. So they had this idea. We're stuck inside right now. And a lot of people are like kind of frustrated with that, to say the least. And it'd be really easy for all of us to get super grumpy and then just like stop caring and stop doing the things that move us forward. Okay. And I see that happening with some folks that are out there right now. They're kind of grumpy. They've been cooped up too long, apparently, and we just like need to move forward. But then there's other folks that are crushing it. And one of the folks that I'm thinking of specifically in our program right now, this guy's like the most upbeat, happy-go-lucky, grateful for every day that God gives him. And this guy is getting almost a deal every week. And I'm not saying that everybody can get that, nor can everybody get that. But the difference that I see with him is that he's taking time to be grateful for what he has. And when I saw my wife and my son building this thing behind, I just had to share this, because I think everyone should do this for you, for your family, for your mind, for your business. So I'm going to let them explain what this is. And then I highly recommend that you and your family do this. Okay. Jennifer, Bianca, you want to explain what you built?
Well, yes, by you go face.
So this is usually more towards Thanksgiving. It's an activity that we like to do more towards Thanksgiving. But, I thought it is so easy to get caught up in the bad stuff going on right now. And actually it was happening to me. I tried to, wake up and like, okay, try to have the best attitude. But I was getting a little bit, maybe I was watching too many news or whatever. And I was like, okay, I had to put a stop pedal and really. So I told Bianco, you know what, let's build our gratitude tree. And then, so what it does is that, it's very simple. We just, paste it. And every morning and throughout the day, if we think about, every morning purposefully, we think about what are we grateful for today. And then throughout the day, we also, if we walk by, we put it in the living room. Actually, Nate brought it here, but we put it in the living room. So every time we walk by, we left a piece of tape and colors and the leaves. We cut the leaves. And so we write, what are we thankful for today and throughout the day? Because I was actually telling Nate, it is so easy to just see the bad stuff going on. Actually, and as I was saying, it was happening to me because, well, I'm pregnant, and then all my midwives and all my team is out of state because we weren't supposed to be here right now where we are. So it has been like, okay, I haven't had any ultrasound and all my tests and all the things that I was supposed to be getting. I was like, okay, you know what? I have to trust that everything is going on with the team that I feel, the confidence to. And then I was thinking, okay, I don't like the cold, I can stop. So now instead of thinking about all those stuff, I think, you know what? I told my son to let's get the bird food outside, and then so we can see a lot of birds around, and then I wake up and I leave at least a little bit of the window open, just some things that I enjoy. And then, and that it makes me feel grateful. But I kind of set up my mind and my heart on that. And then I thought, you know what? My son is looking at me too. How am I reacting to this whole situation? and well to Nate too. He's looking up to us, and it's like, what kind of leaders are we being? So I thought, this will help us at least to, it's like a simple tool, but it has impacted. It has had a great meaning for us and help us.
So what Jennifer's describing right here is spot on. Like, we have to take time to actually be grateful for what we have, because your mindset as an entrepreneur, it can definitely be felt and heard when you're talking to the person that you're trying to do business with. So in this case, for real estate, us real estate investors, we're talking to sellers a lot. And if the seller feels that you're grumpy, perturbed, things like that, you might not get the right chemistry going with them, and they can feel it. Trust me, they can fully feel it. No different than right now, like on this video feed back and forth, you can feel what we're about. You can feel who we are. If we were grumpy and mad and upset, you'd feel that. And it's the same thing when you're talking to sellers on the phone. So we take time to show this gratitude. So can you give us an example of what do the leaves say? So this is how it works. You build the tree, and then you cut out little leaves, and then Bianca's going to tell you what the leaves are for.
Okay. The leaves are for saying what I think.
You got to talk right here, though, so then they can hear you, okay? Let me hold it right here. All right, you go ahead. Tell us.
Okay, well, the leaves are for writing down what you want to.
So talk right here.
You have to
Talk right here.
What I'm thankful for, and.
For example, what have you put?
I have put Jesus. Mom has put Jesus, and I have put tacos food.
So we're writing.
Yeah.
He's describing everything
I have put
that he's
family
thankful for.
Yeah, and son. Mom is thankful for his son.
Okay. All right. Everything that he's writing down, and this is an everyday occurrence. We're coming in and we're updating this. We're writing on one of the leaves, and then we stick the leaf to the tree. So eventually this tree is going to be like falling off with a bunch of leaves on it. Overwhelming gratitude. It's right in the middle of our living room. Right now I got it in the office, but it's usually in the living room. So every time we pass by it as a family, we can see it. Okay, what does this do? What does this symbolize for you? Well, as an entrepreneur, we need to be in the right state of mind when we're talking to the person that we want to do business with. If you go in with grumpiness and bitterness and things like that, or despair, it's really hard to make business happen. Instead, if you go in with a positive energy, with this feeling of gratitude, then the other person connects to it, and then they can make business with you much, much easier. So the exercise is number one for your family and you to do, but then number two, to get you in the right state of mind. Because I promise you, I assure you of this, the difference between somebody that gets 30 good leads. I'm not talking about junk leads. I'm talking about really good leads, sellers that actually need help. The person that gets 30 leads and closes 3 deals, and then the person that gets 30 leads and closes 0 deals, it's right here in your head. It's what you say, how you say it, when you say it. And it starts with you. It really does. And for a long time, it took work on myself. It took work on us as business leaders. Like, we had to be in the right state of mind to actually be able to help people. So right now, I highly encourage that you go through this activity. Maybe it doesn't have to be a tree that you put on the wall, but at least practice some type of gratitude. Write it down to help yourself be in the right state of mind. Help yourself grow your business. Help yourself grow your real estate business. Okay. Jennifer, anything else you want to say, or Bianca, you want to say?
And I'm just going to do my football play with Dad and Mom. What do you want to say?
We're going to go play football now.
Yeah.
Yes. And I also think that when we remember what are we grateful for and we think more about it, then I feel that helps to dissipate fear as well, as an added bonus. So I think it helped. It has helped me too. It helps. And also, I just wanted to remember, Nate, I was telling you one of these days, a long time ago, I used to work for a bank in the financial area, and they used to tell us, every time you are talking on the phone with a customer on the other side, smile. And I thought, that's kind of funny, but I mean, I tried it, and it was so funny because their thing was that if you smiled, the person on the other side would feel it. And I know it's not always like, oh, okay, the other person is going to be super nice because I'm smiling. Sometimes it's frustrating because they are rude. But anyway, it's what Nate was saying. It makes sense. They people feel, even if they are not seeing your face, they feel your attitude, you know, what you are. So yeah, I think it's especially important during these times we are living. Always, but yeah.
Spot on.
And
So that's
remember what
I
I
hope
like to have.
You-
I love you.
you've-
Bye.
All right, you've heard it from the experts here. I'm going to sign off now. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, good rest of your evening, depending on when you catch this.
Yeah.
And God bless. We'll talk soon.
Bye.
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 Bye.